notification, there is so only those who are subscribers. See, if you have room less figure.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, guests and fellow Toastmasters. A very warm welcome to meeting number 42 of the Gabbys International Toastmasters Club. I am Yogita Upadhayay, your Sergeant at Arms for today's meeting. And as a Sergeant at Arms, it's my duty to highlight some key points for the meeting. The meeting will be for 2 hours, also urging you to stay for the entire duration to get the maximum benefits out of it. Your video should be on and your audio should be off, and you're requested to speak when you're called to speak or need to speak. Regarding the topics of sex, religion, and politics, even though Toastmasters International does not put any restrictions on any of the topics, we at the Gabbys Toastmaster Club request all the speakers and role takers to be mindful, responsible, and abstain from expressing any controversial views on these sensitive topics. Our club mission is to provide a supportive and a positive learning environment in which all the members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, which results in greater self-confidence and personal growth. Let me now hand over the stage to the presiding officer of the day, Toastmaster Mita Shah. Mita Shah is a teacher by passion and profession with the focus of building a strong foundation for children through early childhood education for children. She is currently the president of the Gabbys International Toastmaster Club. So keep your mugs of tea and let's dive into the meeting straight ahead. Toastmaster Mita, over to you.
Thank you for such a wonderful introduction. That was a sergeant at arms for today's meeting, Toastmaster Yogita Upadhayay. Let's give her a huge round of applause. Happy evening to family members of the Gabbys, fellow Toastmasters and guests. On this note, I call open this meeting number 42 of the Gabbys International Toastmasters Club to order. We, as a club, sincerely appreciate that every time we get an opportunity to welcome so many guests and visiting Toastmasters regularly to join our club meetings open invitation. I would like to take this opportunity to share the stage with few of our guests and visiting Toastmasters today. May I request the guest to please give us your quick introduction of yourself, that is your name, profession, and how you came to know about the Gabbys. But I think you can just take it as a chat because we have today education session, a special meeting. So you can use the chat for putting your names. Thank you so much for joining our Toastmasters meeting. Now there are few announcements. I personally and on behalf of the Gabbys family wholeheartedly thank one and all the winners, participants, and all the role takers, and in particular to contest chair, contest masters, chief judges, voting judges, test speakers, and making this club contest event a grand success. We had 5 different contests yesterday. Would like to mention the results of all these 5 contests here. Let's take another moment to applaud the winners of this contest. Now, the Gabbys International Toastmasters Club table topic contest. The first is Mavichan, second Yogita Upadhayay, third Megha Jetwani. Now, the next is the Gabbys Online Toastmasters Club table topics contest. The first is Ashin Chung. Second, DTM Saurav Datta. And third, Karthik Venugopal. Now, the Gabbys International Toastmasters Club evaluation contest. The first goes to Gauri Agarwal. The second goes to Yogita Upadhayay. Third, Jitendra Rulania. Now, the Gabbys Online Toastmasters Club evaluation contest. first goes to DTM Saurav Datta. Second, Ashin Chung. Third, Karthik Venugopal. Now the Gabbys, the Gabbys Toastmasters Club evaluation contest first goes to DTM Saurav Datta. Second, Dhwani Adesera. And third, DTM Nancy Goel. The winners of all these contests will represent their respective clubs at area level. Kudos to each one of you for giving the rest of us a very hard time and motivation to strive for further improvement. For the benefits of guests, let me share a brief history about Toastmasters. The first Toastmasters Club was founded in 1924 at Santa Ana, California by none other than Ralph C. Smedley. To be specific, Toastmasters is a 100 years old non-profit organization spread across 149 plus countries and 16,000 clubs across globe. If I may say, it is an institute to practice communication and leadership skills. We at Gabbys, Toastmasters Club meet 3 days in a week. The Gabbys International Toastmasters Club meets on every Thursday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. online. The Gabbys Toastmasters Club meets on every Saturday, 10 a.m. to 12 noon hybrid. And the Gabbys Online Toastmasters Club meets on every Tuesday, 7:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. online. Today, we have a special meeting of education session, so to take forward the meeting. Now, today we have a good theme. So, today we are diving into the theme tea. In Hindi we say chai pe charcha. So, to take the meeting forward, we have some most important role player, the Toastmaster of the day, someone special who is from Delhi NCR, professional MC, event enthusiast. He is deeply in love with mountains, waterfalls, and romance. Let's welcome our Toastmaster of the day with a huge round of applause, Toastmaster Sagar Duggal. The virtual stage is yours. Over to you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, our presiding officer. A very good evening to all my respective speakers, all my table topic speakers, all my guests, and a special good evening to our distinguished Toastmaster Avinash Singh. I'm your Toastmaster of the day, and my name is Sagar Duggal. And believe me, apart from mountains, apart from romance, I am a big fan of the tea. In today's meeting, I'll talk about as a theme. I'll talk about different aspects, or I would say the significance or the importance or the lesser known facts about the tea in the subsequent part of the meeting. I would like to walk you through with the normal pattern of any Toastmasters meeting. In a normal Toastmaster meeting, we have 3 sections. The section number 1 is a prepared speech. Section number 2 is the table topics, and the third section is the general evaluation. As it's a very special meeting, I would like to emphasize on one more very important section which we are conducting today is an educational section, which will be and the same will be taken care by DTM Avinash Singh. In the interest of the time, I would also like to highlight that we have eliminated the general evaluation section, and which is not the case in the normal meeting. So in a nutshell, we have 3 sections today: prepared speeches, table topics, and the educational section. And as I mentioned before, I'm a Toastmaster of the day, so I'll come on and off. I'll come on and off on the stage to talk about the tea. And before I take our meeting further, I would like to call on stage one of the most important part uh, 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 of the entire Toastmaster meeting. And she's going to talk about her time and role. So without any further ado, shall we have Toastmaster Gauri on the virtual stage? And I urge you to please, talk about your role in the meeting. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, for introducing me. A very good evening to fellow Toastmasters and guests. As the timer for the day, it is my responsibility to help and provide a lending hand to the Toastmaster of the Day in keeping today's meeting on track. I will be timing each and every speaker and role player as and when they come on stage. We will first begin with the education session, and today we have DTM Avinash Singh with us. His session will be for 40 minutes. That will be followed by prepared speeches. Both the speeches today are for 5 to 7 minutes. At 5 minutes, I will show the green card. At 6 minutes, I will show the yellow card. And at 7 minutes, I will show the red card. The speakers will have a grace period of 30 seconds, both at the lower limit as well as the upper limit. That will be followed by table topics, and the table topic speeches are going to be from 1 to 2 minutes. At 1 minute, I will raise the green card. At 1 minute, 30 seconds, I will raise the yellow card. And at 2 minutes, I will raise the red card. Please note that for table topics, the speakers will have a grace period of 30 seconds only at the upper limit, which means they must speak for a minimum of 1 minute. Next will be the evaluation section, and the evaluators will have 2 to 3 minutes to give their evaluations. At 2 minutes, I will raise the green card. At 2 minutes, 30 seconds, I will raise the yellow card. And at 3 minutes, I will raise the red card. The evaluators will also have a grace period of 30 seconds, both at the lower limit as well as the upper limit. I will give my report when called upon by the Toastmaster of the day. Thank you, and over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Gauri Agarwal. Everyone give it up for her for stating out her objective really well. Okay, so without any further ado, as we are very lucky today because our educational session is all about speech evaluation. On the stage, I would like to call someone. He is a distinguished Toastmaster with over 15 plus years of experience in the personal development coaching. Additionally, he's a recipient of the three championship in 2020 humorous speech in 2022 table topics in 2024 like evaluation. And also, I'm delighted to mention he's the first, runner-up of international speech contest in year 2023. And subsequently, I would also like to mention he has conducted over 200 educational session and the main focus was the impromptu speech and the feedback management. Everybody, please put your hands together for distinguished Toastmaster Avinash Singh.
Thank you, Sagar. My God, the last time I heard the surname Duggal was Rajneesh Duggal, and he was Grasim Mr. International, and you are no less. Thank you so much for introducing me. And I see a lot of people from all over the world. When Toastmaster Jaspreet told me, I thought, oh, okay, Gabbys, I'll come. Okay, I know already, DTM Saurabh Datta, and I know all these people. But see, we have Diana, we have Anna, you have distinguished Toastmaster Seju, if I don't, if I'm not mistaken. and I know him very well. He is a big personality, right? So he's put guest, but he is a champion Toastmaster. I believe he has been a PQD or DD. I'm not very sure, but he is someone who is there. So there are a lot of big personalities here. So thank you so much for having me here. And uh, the best part, the presiding officer was so happy to see me, and she was like, "Hi, Avinash, how are you?" And she has not even seen me. So wow, yeah. So I hope looking at me, you are equally happy. So let's go and start this. So evaluation. How many of you feel evaluation is something which is tricky? Okay, okay. Why? See, I ask a lot of questions. I don't have PowerPoint presentations. I will just have a talk, okay, for the next 30 minutes. Come on. Why is evaluation tricky? Anyone, you can just unmute and share.
So this is Gauri. I think evaluation is tricky because you also have the responsibility of um, kind of improving the speaker, leaving him in a better space, and he should have some takeaways. That's why it's tricky.
Okay, good. Okay. Yes. Anyone else? Yes. Toastmaster Mita, you can unmute and share.
When I'll listen to the speeches, I feel he or she is such a great speaker. How can we give a feedback? So
Uh,
that time I'll get a problem that how to give a recommendations.
hmm.
Motivation is more. Motivation is a more, but adding some feedback, it is not possible. So I will get a problem over there.
Sure. Toastmaster Diana, do you want to say something? Yes, she wants to say something. Yeah, you can take your time. You can definitely share. Okay. Meanwhile, do you want to speak? Yes.
DTM Avinash, Toastmaster Diana has a superpower. She writes in the chat box and talks to us.
Okay.
She will
Okay.
write. She'll continue.
Definitely. I'll read the chat. Okay. Yes. Toastmaster Jaspreet, you wanted to share something?
So just this, that yes, we have a responsibility towards the speaker as an evaluator to tell the points of improvement. But more than that, the concern is it should go in such a form that the person feels motivated, doesn't feel hesitant that, how to do again next time, say. So it has to be in such a manner. It's a medicine, sugar-coated medicine. That is how. So how to coat that medicine with sugar is the question. Doesn't
Hmm.
become possible every time.
Yeah, okay. You have stolen my thunder already. I had this. Okay, great. Thank you. Sugar-coated medicine. Yes. Okay, have you heard about Mary Poppins? Anyone? Mary Poppins, the movie? Okay, so there is this Mary Poppins, this movie, Disney movie, and she has superpowers. And she has a song in that movie which says that a spoonful of sugar makes the medicine go down. Okay, and that is what we are going to discuss. But more importantly, okay, there are a lot of things which people are concerned about. How do I go about it? Am I experienced enough to give feedback to someone and all those things, right? So when you talk about all these things, we will go ahead and learn to care today. Okay, I believe Toastmaster Jaspreet has already learned how to care, and we will take this forward to with more. I think evaluate speech with body language, improve. Okay, yes, we will talk about it. We'll talk about it, how exactly to evaluate, and that is something is the whole agenda all about, right? So let's go ahead and learn to care. Okay, so CARE, just 4 points, and I believe after these four aspects, we will be somewhere near what we want to, where we want to achieve, right? Now there are two kinds of people. Okay, and there is one person who is analytical, logical, okay, that kind of a person, and there is one who is creative, emotional, that kind of a person. Okay, I'm the second kind of a person. So for me to analyze, okay, even though I'm a trainer, I'm a coach, okay, it doesn't come naturally to me. I had to learn. Someone in the educational session which I had taken earlier asked, Okay, how can I be good in evaluation? Okay, so I said, okay, how much time do you have? Okay, so he had just been in Toastmasters for the past 3 months. And I said that, okay, I joined in 2016 and I became a district champion in 2024. So 8 years. So, and I'm just still starting. So the point here, what I'm trying to say is it's not what you can, achieve as an evaluator. It's how exactly you reach the person, how exactly you go ahead and understand to care and motivate the person. So the C of care is critique. What do you mean by critique? Anyone? I ask a lot of questions. Come on. Critique. Anyone?
Is it similar to criticism in a positive manner?
Not exactly. Criticism is different. Critique is what your wife gives you on a daily basis. Wow. Okay. Oh, so my wife is a psychotherapist. She is a different creature altogether, right? So, when wives nag that, okay, you are eating, you will get fat. Okay, why don't you take care of yourself? My wife will say that you eat when you're upset. So why are you upset? She is a totally different. Yeah, but it's not critical exactly. You analyze. Okay, so it's analysis, simple analysis. You analyze what exactly the speech is all about. So when you talk about speech, okay. Okay, so yeah, Noor is very trying to type a lot of things. Okay, good. Now let's go ahead and in speeches there are two important components. Okay, what are those? Simple. When you see someone deliver a speech, you try to analyze two different aspects of it. What is it? Simple.
Content delivery.
Delivery and the content.
Gauri knows all about it, right? She's already a champion. So yes, great. Content and delivery. Now, let me ask you, what will you analyze in content? Now, I'll spend a lot of time in this particular aspect of critique, because once you understand this, most of the thing is done. So content.
In the content, I usually see the opening and the middle part and the closing and any key takeaways or any relationship between the closing and the opening.
Okay, wow, that was deep. What else? So these are called speech elements, right? So when you talk about speech elements, what is the first thing that you see? What is the second? Or what are the things in content that you see?
Like as if it is a humorous speech or engaging or persuasive or motivational.
Wow, the general purposes of a speech. So is the speech to inform, to inspire, to entertain, or to persuade? Awesome. So you try to find what the purpose, general purpose of the speech is. Okay, what else?
How it is related to majority of the people over there.
Okay, audience, understanding the audience in short.
Transitions.
Transitions, very nice. How the speech flows from one part to the other. What else?
Choice of words.
Vocabulary and different aspects of the language. So you have triads, you have the descriptive language where you try to create a visual imagery and all those some things related to vocabulary. Yes. What else?
Levels of engagement.
How
Vocal
will
variety,
okay, vocal variety is good. Yes.
body language.
Clear
Body
message.
language is good. Yes, but these come in the delivery section. So I am talking still about the content section.
The
Message
purpose of the
should be
speech.
clear.
The purpose we already talked about, but yes, we talked about the general purpose. We can talk about the specific purpose. Specific purpose is the message of the speech. What is the message? What is the takeaway of the speech? Very nice. What else? Okay, you have got sorry.
Structure of the speech.
Structure. Very nice. Okay, so let's quickly recap. So you first see what the general purpose of the speech is, right? So you try to find out whether it's an inspirational speech, a persuasive speech, an informative speech or an entertaining speech. Okay, what is the difference between inspiration and persuasion? Anyone? Quickly.
Persuading means you have to inform the people that you do like this. What I did, you also do.
Okay, and inspiration?
Inspiration, by seeing their speech also will get inspired. Wow, he has done so much. Let me also do the same thing.
Awesome, 100%. Wow. So when you talk about inspiration, it is all about trying to inspire through your own speech. You are not telling people to take action. Okay. You are just telling them that, okay, this is something which I did. Maybe you can try. But if you are persuading someone, like, do this, will you do this? Okay, do this, right? So it's like your mother or your father, you do this. So they try to persuade, but with enough of logic. Okay, there is one thing which comes at the end of a persuasive speech. Do you know what that is?
Call for
Call
action.
to action.
See, all these things. Okay, you didn't need me. Okay, so call to action. So you need a call to action and a persuasive speech, right? So if you see all those things, right, then you will know that, okay, is it going the persuasive way? Is it going the inspirational way? Okay, if it's not going, okay, then what you need? Okay, structure, opening, body, conclusion. How should be the opening? What is the characteristic of a good opening?
Either a
Starting
story
with a question.
or
Starting with a question. Open question to an
Okay,
audience.
characteristic, overall characteristic of of a good opening. It should
The
A
audience.
hook.
See,
Giving
it
the
should
audience.
audiences are, yes, it should be there should be a hook, okay, but it should grab the audience's attention. Something which okay, grab the audience's attention. The second part is that then you can decide what kind of tools that you use in order to grab the audience's attention. It can be an anecdote, it can be a statistics, a lot of things. What should be the characteristic of a body?
a good connection from the opening and a smooth and a smooth transition towards the end.
Okay, but there is something which you do in the body of a speech. What exactly? In the body?
Story.
Story, okay. See, when you talk about a speech, it needs to have a takeaway, right? So when you grab people's attention, you somewhere point them that, okay, I want to tell you about this particular thing, right? Now, when you come to the body, then you give them enough examples, reasons to believe you, right? So the examples can be in the form of logic, that is statistics and all those things, or it can be in form of stories, personal stories, anecdotes, right? Or very famous stories, right? So that is the body has different kinds of outlines, right? So you can go from problem to solution, right? So there is a problem and you overcome the problem and you give the solution, right? It can be a topical way, topic, subtopic, subtopic. It can be a cause and effect way, cause and what is the effect of it. It can go in a chronological way, okay? Just chronology. I started, you know about PPF, right? PPF? Did you invest? No? Okay. Past, present, future is what you talk about. Okay. So what is, so you go in a chronology, past, then the present, and then the future. And you talk about how I was earlier. Okay. So you must have seen all those ads. I used to be like this. And then I had something. And then you look at me, right? So the transformation journey of a person, that is something which you can go ahead and understand. So you go and transition from, so you choose your own outline. So that is the characteristic of a body. And what is the characteristic of a conclusion? A good conclusion should be
Takeaways.
okay, should focus on that takeaway. Anything else?
Call for action.
Call for action, if only if it is a persuasive switch. If it is any other, then not. Okay, so yes.
Summary, nutshell.
Summarize, yes, you summarize and you highlight that particular message, that okay, do this. Okay, this is what I understood, this is what I wanted to share. And if you want to really persuade them and it's a persuasive speech, then okay, will you do this, yes, okay, oh My job is done here, right? So first you have the structure, right? So you start with a message, you have a takeaway message, what exactly you want your audience to take away from your speech. What is your purpose here? Do you want to get them inspired or persuaded, entertain or inform, just inform them maybe? Then then you think about how will you engage them in content. Now, if you want to engage them in content, you can have those personal stories, personal anecdotes. Then you can have a descriptive language. You can go ahead and think about a lot of different things, right? In order to create that visual imagery in people. You can add dialogues if it's a storytelling kind of a way you want to go ahead and do that, right? So these all aspects are speech elements, right? So if you want to engage people, there are different ways. You have your eye contact, one way to engage. You ask questions, ideally a close-ended question, which has a yes or no answer. Second way to engage. You can add humor. Third way to engage, right? So there can be different ways to engage people, right? And that is something which you do, which can elevate the content of the speech. Now let's go to the delivery part of it. What are the elements in the delivery? Oh, people are thinking, oh, this was only content. What is delivery now? Come on.
Pauses.
Okay, pauses. Yes, good. There is the triad or the trinity of P's. There is pause, and there are two more P's to it.
Pause, space.
Pace, awesome. Pause, pace, and there is one more P.
Time.
Pitch.
Yes, pitch, pace, pause. Pitch, pace, pause is something which can help you do a lot of things, right? So when you're happy and you know it, you
Clap your hands.
yes, you do, but not here. You know, when you're happy in the pitch, pace, pause, when you're happy, what happens to the pitch? When you're happy and you say something,
It goes
Goes
high.
up.
it goes high, right? What happens to the pace, the rate of speech?
Quick, fast.
Fast.
Faster, right? And if you are talking about pauses, are there many pauses or less pauses?
Excitement is there. Pauses are not there.
Not much.
Excitement. Yes, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. See, imagine if someone said, I'm very happy today. Very happy. Can you not figure it out? I'm so happy. I'm on the nth sky, right? Doesn't come, right? So in that particular aspect, you have to show the happiness, right? Now, if you go on the other side of it, sadness, melancholy, right? So when you experience that, what happens to the pitch?
Goes down, low,
Down.
Pace
slow.
Low.
and pause.
Pauses are very strongly there.
Okay, so now when you want to explore all the emotions that you have, there are around 4 to 5 primary emotions, and there are a lot of secondary emotions. If you want to explore more, you can just Google emotional wheel. Okay, and you will get this a wheel of emotions. Okay, there are primary emotions like joy, sorrow, anger, frustration, all those things, and then there are secondary emotions to it, right? So when you know all these things, then you'll have to find out, okay, how does it manifest itself when you are speaking? So pitch, pace, pause is one thing which can help you create that emotion. Okay, what else do you look at in delivery?
Body language.
Body language, yes, body language. So you see whether the person is straight, whether the eye contact is there, and the gestures, are they in sync with what the person is trying to say? Okay, the facial expressions, all those things needs to be there. So there are four major things which I actually teach people, in my coaching classes. So the first one is eye contact, facial expression, body, the posture, and the gesture. If you can have all these four properly aligned, then you will be able to have a better impact on your audience. Okay, what else? Anything else remaining?
Movement on the stage depends on that.
Movement on the stage, right? Okay, so any first time or second time evaluator will first give the recommendation. The stage was not marked properly. Okay, you didn't come here, then come here, and then come here, right? When you start working more and more towards understanding, analyzing, you will start working on the content first. Is the content proper? Because I'll give you the best example. There is this Admiral Raven's speech on Make Your Bed. It's on YouTube. Okay. If you watch that, this person is an admiral in the US Army, okay, retired, I believe. And he talks about, he's talking about changing the world. And you change the world by making your bed in the morning. So that is what the whole crux is. But the way he speaks, okay, he is on a lectern, he's not moving, he's reading some aspects of that particular commencement speech. He is in this attire, he's not using gestures, his hands is here, but the speech had such an impact. You will have millions of viewers, and I would urge you, maybe I'll send you the link, you can go and see. So the content comes first. If you have the content, then even an average delivery will get you there. If you don't have the content, if you have an awesome delivery, people will be entertained at that point, but they will not take away anything, right? So the movement of on stage, it can help, okay, but it is not anywhere near the primary cause of why the speech worked or did not work. Okay, so in my past 1, 2, or 3 years, I believe, when I became very serious about evaluations, I have never given this particular feedback to any person on stage movement. Not required. Okay, because there are so many things. Okay, I'll give you one thing. Okay, which you can, in fact, let me hold on to that. Let's go too quickly because I'm running out of time. So I'll come to it when we are in the R section of it. Okay. So first, let's go to the A. So now you know how to analyze. Okay. There are aspects in the content. Okay. And there are aspects in the delivery, and these are called speech elements. Okay. So you don't have to go and say, oh, your speech was very good. Okay. You started with this, and then, you said something about this, then you went there, and then you did something here, and then finally, this is summarizing the whole speech. That's not your job, right? So you need to specify, okay, what exactly was good? Okay. So the first thing, when you come to the speech, analysis, then you talk about comment, recommend, comment. That is the CRC way, right? That is how Toastmasters are taught. So my comment is the A. C is critique. Now you come to A. A is affirm. Affirm as in you validate what was good about the speech. Okay. Now the way to affirm something is you first tell what it is. Okay. Then you tell how exactly the person did that. Okay. And then you share why is it important. Okay. So Gauri, you actually did a fantastic job. And when you said, and the hilarious thing in the first line, okay. Now you did it in such a way that your twist actually made me laugh a lot. So what? How? And then why is it important? Because humor engages people. So kudos to you. Right? So what was it? Specific, very specific, not general. Oh, your vocal variety was good. What was good about it? What specific thing was good about it, right? So in affirmation or in good points, you talk about what went, what, how, and why. Okay. And how many commendations will you give in a 3-minute evaluation? Ideally?
3 commendations, 2 recommendations.
Wow, nice, nice. Okay, 3, 2 is what I follow. The reason is we don't have enough time, okay? Because if you are talking about what, how, why, then 3 is good enough, okay? There is a person, Jonathan Pei. He is multiple times champion from China. He only gives 1 commendation. And he believes in Mary Poppins, I believe. Only 1 spoon of sugar makes the medicine go down. Okay, 1 spoon. Okay, we don't want to give him diabetes, right? So not too many spoons. Yeah, because it is, in 3 Idiots also, Amir Khan said, okay, all is well, right? Okay, will things get better? No, but सहने की शक्ति आ जाएगी, right? So that is what we want to do. We'll have to make them resilient enough to listen to our recommendations. Okay, so 3 is a good thing, but go in that particular way. Okay, what I liked 1, what I like 2, what I like 3, and what, how, why. And that is something which you can do. When you come to the three, you share the 3 commendations, then you transition to recommendations. Okay, how many recommendations? 2, right? Two is good. 2 is good because 2 is not less, 2 is not more. That is something in a 3-minute evaluation, the person can take and keep it with them. Okay. Now you just have to change the order of how you go about it. In commendation, you go with what, how, why. But in recommendation, you go with what, why, how. Okay. And the how is very important. If you just say that, okay, your vocal variety should have been good, okay, because I was not able to actually feel that emotion, it's not enough. Instead, then when you don't use the how, then you go to the how and say, when you were talking about your mother, if you could have worked on your 3 P's, that is pitch, pace, and pause. Sadness requires you to have a lower pitch, a slower rate of speech, and a lot of pauses. If you could have just incorporated that particular aspect, I would have felt some aspect of sadness. And that's how you work on this particular aspect of vocal variety and the emotion that is called sadness. Okay. So when you give this particular thing, the speaker will say, wow, this is something good. This is what will really help me. Okay. So what, how, why in commendation, what, why, how in recommendation, 3, 2. And this actually will help you to create a good speech, create a good speech evaluation. Now, how to find out what recommendations? Okay. Okay, so nobody can tell you what the matrix is. You have to see it for yourself. So you will have to figure it out by doing multiple evaluations, but I'll give you some tips on how to go about it. Now, there was this cartoon I had seen in my when I was younger. I see cartoons now also, but I had seen this one younger. So at that point of time, there were 2 people. Okay, there was this one bulky dude who used to take this sledgehammer, and there was a big rock, and he was to try to break it down. Okay, and he was not doing a good job about it. But there was this very intellectual person with a big head and spectacles on. He had a very small hammer, and he used to look at that rock, and he used to find one spot, and he used to just tap on it, and the whole rock used to crumble. Okay. Now there is this one point of weakness in that particular speech, which if improved can change the whole speech. What is that? When you start focusing, it will not be easy. Come on, but means I have finished 9 parts. Okay, your DTM Saurav has already finished all the 11, right? And I have given numerous speeches. I have been here in 8 years. Okay, but still today sometimes I find it very difficult to find that one spot. Okay, but you need to start working on analyzing that. Okay, how exactly? Go first on content. If the content is in sync, then go on delivery. Okay, so this is how you go about it. And the final E is encouragement. How do you encourage? You encourage by actually giving it a good structure. Okay, I'll take a couple of minutes because I just have 30 seconds. Okay, so yeah, so one thing which you can do is in encouragement, you have to structure it. Now I would recommend that there is this lady, world champion of public speaking 2021, Verity Price. Okay, she has given a speech evaluation, education session. It's available on YouTube. Watch her. Okay, you will get more insights. In fact, go watch everyone. Okay, you will, as much as you can, you will get a lot of insights. But one thing which I do is I structure my evaluation. So first thing which I do is, what is that thing which really took my attention? Okay, that is the opening of my evaluation. Okay, so there is one line in which I relate to that speech in some way. Either the message struck me or it's something in that speech which struck me. And it can be, I usually use humor, okay, in the beginning to connect, but you can use a profound thing, okay? Not necessarily a quote, okay? I don't believe in quotes because it's not about you being great. It's about giving proper feedback to the person, right? So how did you relate? One sentence on that. Then you acknowledge the speaker, and then you go ahead and talk about the 3 commendations. 1, 2, 3. Ideally, you should be done in 1.5 minutes. Okay. Before the green card, you should be well towards the recommendation part of it. Okay. Then the 1 minute you have for recommendation, and between commendation and recommendation, there is a transition statement. In Toastmasters, you say that, okay, how can you take this speech to the next level? Okay, that is the way to go about it. But you can use different aspects. You can use thematic things, right? Okay, if it's about cricket, you can say, oh, your offense is great, but how can you defend better? Let me give you 2 tips on it, right? So it can be a thematic way of going about it. Or how can you take your already great speech and make it spectacular? Okay, another way of going about it. Yeah, just words, but it will really inspire the person. Okay. Then you talk about the two recommendations, what, why, and how, exactly how. Then you come and you summarize, and summary should be in 15 seconds, okay? Because you don't have time. So 1, 2, 3 was good. When you improve 1 and 2, and then the closing statement, I am sure that you will be able to reach greater heights. And if it's a thematic thing, I'm sure you'll, hit the ball out of the park every time you come on stage, something like that, right? So when you package this particular thing in such a way, then there will be encouragement. And there is this question, yeah, okay, I am just new, how can I evaluate someone like, DTM Saurav or DTM Seju? How do I do that, right? Okay, it's an opinion. It's not written in stone. There is no facts. Okay. It's what you felt about it. Okay. So will it help the speaker? I'm not very sure. Okay. With practice, you will be able to help speakers at that level. But can you give feedback? Yes, you can. You have seen life, right? And you know how you perceive things. And your mind is such a great treasure trove that you will know exactly that, okay, did this make sense or did not make sense? And when you start analyzing more and more, you will become good at it. Okay. So this was my care. This is how you care. You critique, you share your affirmations, you share your recommendations, and you encourage by having a good structure. And once you have a good structure and you present it to the person, the people will really, the speaker will really remember. Okay, so this was, I'm so sorry, I took 3.5 minutes more. I have around 6.5 minutes for questions. If you have questions, quick. You can go ahead and ask me questions.
Avinash,
Yes.
you told 3 elements: what, how, why. Okay, in the commendation part and in the recommendation part, what, why, how. Okay, so I want to ask that I have to use these elements for one recommendation or commendation.
Yes. Yes.
Okay,
Everyone. So there
everyone.
are 5, and you have to do it 5 times.
Okay,
So 3 commendation and 2 recommendations. You have to do it 5 times. What, why, how, or what, how, why, what, how, why. You have to do it. And when you write it in such a way, then you will be able to make sense of it, and people will be able to make sense of it.
so it won't consume the time. Okay, it will.
So you don't have to go on sharing, a speech about it. Okay. It's just, so say, for example, when I said that, okay, the recommendation is you were not able to show sadness. Okay. Then I say that, okay, there was this sentence which you had with your mother. Okay. When you were sharing this particular thing with your mother. Okay. So that is what. Okay. Then you say that, okay, I did not get the feeling of sadness there. Okay. Why? Then I say that. Why? Because I feel that the way you shared it did not actually create that emotion. Now, how can you create it? If you would have worked on your pitch, pace, pause. Okay, reduce your pitch. Okay, had more pauses and reduced your pace, then you will be able to create that emotion of sadness. So my recommendation will be this, right? So this took not more than 10-15 seconds, and in the same way you can go ahead with 2 more, right? So this is how you go about it. Okay, and it will need a little bit of practice, but when you're very specific, then people will be able to say you. If you say improve your vocal variety, what do you mean by that? I can't, right? But if you say, okay, when you said this in your speech, okay, then you can go ahead and how to change that. That will work. And if that particular sentence was a make and break, only then you say that. Okay. If it is doesn't make sense, then you leave it. Then you work on structure. How was the structure? Then you go on the structure. Okay. Opening, body, conclusion. Right. So that is something which you can do. I hope you got the gist of it. Yes, good. Yes, Gauri, go ahead. Toastmaster Gauri.
My question is, do you recommend relating your weakness to the speaker?
Ideally not. It will challenge the credibility of you. Okay, so what happens is, so I have a very good friend of mine. Okay, he used to be my mentor, and he's also a district champion. Now, one challenge with him was that in the initial days, he had a challenge of vocal variety. Okay, so when you yourself have a challenge of vocal variety, you are oblivious to others' challenges in the same thing. You will not be able to see it, right? Okay, because you yourself have that challenge. Okay, so then it is very difficult. So why will I listen to you? Okay, I will listen to you if you show me exactly that you are credible, and you show your credibility by your unique analysis. You talk about what, why, how, and suddenly it's like, oh, this person knows what he's saying. Okay, so it does not need all those, oh, the way you, it doesn't need a Shashi Tharoorian language. Okay, it just needs simple way to reach people. What, why, how, clear cut, and good evaluators focus on the speaker. They are not doing their own show, right? So that is something which you can, focus on. Building credibility. Don't show your weakness. Ideally, it will not really help with your, the person will not take the point seriously, even if you have a valid point. Right?
Thank you.
GTM Avinash, we have 2 questions in the chat box as well, by Bindu and by Galadza.
Okay. Yes. Okay. So, okay, that feedback in the public speech with body language front. Okay, I'm so sorry. Can you read it out? I'm finding it a little.
Yes, I'll read it. So Bindu says, does there have to be a formula? Thoughts on analyzing what works for your specific speaker?
There exactly is not a particular formula to, find out what works. When you look at a speech, or when you go through a speech, I already told you that, it should have a purpose, it should have a takeaway, it should have a flow, it should flow like a river. How does it flow like a river? The opening, body, and conclusion are in sync, and there are transitions are proper, and it goes from a good outline. It can be from problem to solution and all those things. Now, if there is some challenge, some chink in the armor, then it will have a disruption. Okay. If the content is proper, then maybe the delivery that is not working. Maybe, the emotions are not coming out. The facial expressions are not coming out. The emphasis, the pauses. So in humor, you have a punchline, but you have to pause before and after punchline to make it actually work. So if that is not done, okay, the joke might have been funny, but the pause was not taken, and hence, it did not have the effect on. So you will need to analyze and find out what exactly is the challenge. Okay, and for that you will have to go through a lot of speeches, listen to a lot of speeches, and also deliver a lot of speeches, because you will get a lot of insights by doing it than just by seeing it. Okay, so deliver speeches, evaluate speeches, and that's how you will be able to find out. There is no specific formula which I have got till now. Maybe, people like DTM Saurav, or, they might have cracked that code, but I am a novice at it. I'm just trying to find my way through this wilderness. And so far, I found that, okay, if I just focus on the fundamentals, the basics, okay, so I recommend, okay, you want a formula? Go and if you can find out the CC manual, the competent communicator manual, okay, it used to be the Bible earlier. Now we have changed to pathways. Read everything in that manual. You will get insights. Or you go and you read everything in the first three: icebreaker, write a speech with purpose, and body language and vocal variety. You just read all these three things, whatever is written in that particular curriculum, you will be able to find out what it is. Okay. And no specific formula as in yet. Yes.
So there's this one more question. I think we can take just one in the
Interest of time. Yes,
time.
definitely.
So this is Galal Saki. He says, when we all stick to the same techniques, doesn't this make us all the same and boring?
It's not about you. That's the only thing. Okay. So the point here is that it is always about the speaker. So whether you are boring or not, the only thing that you have to think about is, are you reaching the speaker or not? Okay. So of course, you put on a show in a contest, and you try to have those flowery language and, all those things, right? And there doesn't need to be the same boring way. Okay. You can have a thematic kind of an evaluation. Okay. So that requires a little bit of finesse. Okay. You'll have to find out what the speech is all about. If it's related to music, then you can say, okay, so the notes that you were singing, okay, it really touched my heart. Okay. But there was a few false notes, right? So that is a thematic kind of an evaluation. Or there is one of my friends, DTM Santosh Akela. He loves acronyms, like I did in the session, CARE. He creates an acronym on the spot for, he'll take a 5-letter word. Okay. The first 3 letters will be commendation, and the last 2 letters will be recommendation. Okay. So he will create something like SPEAK, speak. So SPE will be something related to. So you can make it interesting, but I don't think so, it's required. The only thing which you have to think about is, are you reaching the person? Is that person able to take that and understand and implement? Okay. If the person comes later after your evaluation, say, I got it, your job is done, whether you're boring or not. Okay. So this is my way. Okay. This again, this is my interpretation. This is my opinion. People will have different opinions, but this has worked for me. It helped me clinch the district championship. There is some truth to whatever I said. So it's again, it's not a persuasive speech that I'm giving. It's an inspiring speech. So it's up to you whether you want to take action on that. So thank you for having me here. I hope I made some sense, and let's get back to the real show, which are the speakers and the evaluators. And thank you so much for having me here, Gabbys Toastmasters, Toastmaster Jaspreet, Toastmaster Mita, and over to you, the dashing Sagar Duggal. Over to you.
All right, everyone, give it up for distinguished Toastmaster Avinash Singh. Everyone, thank you so much for this wonderful session. Now we know the art of the commendation, the delivery, and the recommendation content, and we learned all of this directly from the horse's mouth. Thank you so much, much appreciated. Your presence, your time, all those nuggets of wisdom. Thank you so much. All right, so moving ahead, indeed, it was a wonderful, impeccable, very interesting, very captivating session. It's time to take our meeting forward. But before that, I would like to talk about our theme of the day, which is the tea. Very interesting thing, tea. Okay, so raise of hands, show of hands, if you are in love with tea. Okay, raise of hands, show of hands, everyone. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Let me change my view to gallery view. Okay, okay, I can see. Okay, so I would like to give you a very interesting information about the tea. First of all, let me change it. Okay, I would like to give you very interesting information about the tea. That it takes roughly 4,000 leaves to make 1 kg of tea. It takes roughly 4,000 leaves to make 1 kg of tea. And when you sit around the table with your friend, acquaintance, with your partner, and sipping the cup of tea, uh, each and every leaf should be, worth or, getting plucked. Please make sure. Another very interesting fact about the tea that it was invented accidentally in like 2737 BC. And I'm giving you the challenge to each and every one of you. Please find out the name of the emperor and please, don't Google it and make a rough guess. It was invented by an emperor accidentally in year 2737 BC. And meanwhile, you ruminate over the question, I would like to take our evening further with the prepared speeches section, as I mentioned prior. In this section, we have 2 speakers. I would like to call our speaker number 1, Toastmaster Sunil Gupta. But before that, I would like to talk about his objective that he is delivering his level 2 project 3 speech, and the pathways is a presentation mastery. And the timer may note the timing is 5 to 7 minutes. And the speech title is Toastmaster Krishna. Toastmaster Krishna is a speech title, and with this, I would like to call our speaker number 1, Toastmaster, Sunil Gupta, on the virtual stage. Over to you.
Please show me your hands if you know a little bit about Mahabharata. I'm sure you must have watched B.R. Chopra's Mahabharata or any other serial or movie on Mahabharata. Very good. Most of people knows. Do you agree the Pandavas could defeat Kauravas without Sri Krishna? No, they couldn't. How did Sri Krishna help the Pandavas in the battle of Mahabharata? He became their mentor, who never picked up any weapon, but guided, advised, and enabled them to win the war. By the epic, it can be learned that it is important to have a Krishna to succeed in any battle of life. Likewise, in the journey of Toastmasters, we also need a Krishna, a mentor, to support, admire, and help us define and reach our goals. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. I am what I am today because of the mentoring I received from a lot of people over the years. I didn't use the word mentor. I called them dad, mom, teacher, professor, boss, wife, etc. I remember after my 12th exams, one day I decided to take my father's motorcycle, Rajdoot, for a spin. Since I had watched him ride it countless times, I was confident. But on that first try, I accelerated so quickly, it became an aeroplane and took off. The motorcycle and I ended up on the ground. I injured my leg. In the evening, instead of scolding, my father offered me to teach how to ride. After I recovered from the injury, he became my Krishna. He shared his techniques, and within 10 to 15 days, I was riding confidently. My father always played an important role in my development of valuing outside voices of wisdom. My life took an unexpected turn in March 2024 when I joined Toastmasters. In the beginning, I didn't even know ABC of writing and delivering a speech. I remember I chose a story from a book for my icebreaker speech and shared with my Kisna, my mentor, Smita. She rejected it by appreciating my work and explained it in details about the icebreaker speech. I prepared again my icebreaker speech, delivered it, and also won the second prize in the club icebreaker speech contest. She not only helped me prepare and deliver all the speeches of level 1 of presentation mastery, but also helped me choose roles to play at the meetings. I had the opportunity to start the level 2 journey of presentation mastery with a new Krishna, my second and current mentor, Toastmaster Smriti S. Mohanty. She has not only a flexible mind, but also is very humble and understanding. I have delivered 2 speeches under her guidance so far. Communication is very important in a mentor and mentee relationship. Even today, I remember the day she called and told me about herself openly and honestly. And she also asked me about me. Besides me, she is mentoring many other mentees. She spends an hour or more for helping us preparing and delivering speeches. Apart from this, she is all day available to receive our calls. To accomplish a specific task in a specific time period, she has started to teach us to speak on table topics before focusing on bigger and more ambitious goals. In conclusion, we all need help to achieve our dreams in Toastmasters. Our Krishnas, our mentors who had started their journey way before us are there to give advice, knowledge, and share their experience. Like Pandavas, I've been closely following my Krishna, my mentor, to achieve my goal of becoming a fluent speaker, a public speaker. Like me, you can also progress to become a great leader and a speaker. All you have to do is to devote yourself to collaborating your Krishna, your mentor. What are you waiting for? Go and call your Krishna. Thank you.
All right, everyone, please put your hands together for this wonderful speaker, Toastmaster Sunil Gupta. It's time to devote ourselves for the rest part of the meeting. But before that, before the meeting, before the next speech, yeah, I asked one small question that accidentally in year 2737 BC, who invented the tea? It was just a pure accident. There is a name of emperor. If anyone can unmute themselves and can let me know.
Toastmaster Sagar, I answered in the chat. Is it Shen Nung?
Shen Nung.
Chinese.
Yes. Yeah, that's a Chinese emperor. Yeah, that's absolutely right. Shen Yang in year 2737 BC. Everyone give it up for our respected Toastmaster for cheating and Googling the same. Yeah. And finding the information on Google. Thank you so much for this. Okay, another small question here. So our tea basically comes from a very, I would say, specific plant. If anyone have any knowledge, what is the name of that plant? Anyone. I have the technical name.
Do we not get the options?
Uh, it's in options, I don't have much to say. No, no options. Sorry. The answer is Camellia sinensis. It's a technical name. Don't Google it, Yogita. I believe you were Googling it. No.
I
Yeah.
was not. I was just saying, even if you would have given this option, I wouldn't have chosen.
We will take it as
The-
tea plants. Tea
the-
plants.
the-
Simply.
Tea plants, Camellia sinensis, is the name of the plant where the tea comes from, and it comes in. Okay, I'll talk about this after the next speech. Okay, so it's time for the next speech, and the next speaker who is going to come on the stage, she's going to deliver her level 3 project 2 speech from the pathways persuasive influence. And the purpose of this project is for the member to practice being aware of her thoughts and the feelings, as well as the impact of a response on the others. And the title of the speech is Shift Your Focus, Shift Your Life. Toastmaster Shilpi Tiwari, shift your focus, shift your life. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the day. Good evening, fellow Toastmaster and dear guest. Here, I want to talk about very simple but powerful mindset shift. I have transformed my life through that. Have you ever noticed how easy it is get caught up into negativity, through news, through social media, or through our negative thoughts that can weigh us down? In this world filled with negativity and challenges, easily we get caught up into the darkness. But I am here to remind you that just focusing to the positivity can be a game changer, and mark my word, can be a game changer. Focusing on positive be a game changer. Let me share a story. As it said, we have heard saying, where you focus to grow or attracting negative, attracting energy attracting energy. Since childhood, I was a negative person. I believe on the negative thought. I always put negative believe over positive. One day, my friends decided to learn skating, to learn skates. They all were so excited. They were so confident that they will learn easily and smoothly. And I was among 5 of them who said, how can I learn? I will fall down. It is so tough. I can't learn. My friends were manifested their word, and I manifested my word. And one day I was just looking them and applauding for them and clapping them, because they manifested and they were skating so beautifully. And I manifested my word first. Yes, it was tough for me. I fell down. I broke my leg. This is the one side of my story. Then, slowly, I passed my school, my undergraduate, and my postgraduate with the very low marks, because I manifested poor marks. Every time I say, I don't know how much I got. I'm not sure. Then I got my job in 2012, and there I manifested. There is so much work pressure here. I can't be here. I want to quit my job. Soon my mother passed away due to cancer. And I got responsibility to take care of my two younger siblings. They were going to school that time. And till this time, in 2040, I became raw manifester of negative thought pattern and thinking that I didn't realize what is going on. Then a U-turn came into my life. I got married in 2016. And this negative pattern converted into the positive one. This shifting was roller coaster. You must be thinking how. I got my mail, my mother-in-law. She used to criticize me a lot. She didn't like me. She used to complain me. And sometimes she complained for my husband as well, for the same. We fought a lot for the same, and the things got worse. One day I thought, she has the practice of complaining, and I have the practice of stress, hurt, and disappointment. Let me be the Rajkumar Hirani of my story. I need to flip this script of negative pattern because all the time I just see the negative side of my story. I need to see the positive. I started journaling in 2021 and I did journaling since then. And it's been a 1 year that continuously I'm journaling. The whole this diary has been filled. You won't believe that the positive focus that I have changed from positive to negative. It amazed me. The three things that I chose, three process I chose is first, acknowledge problem. Yes, someone is there. She doesn't like me. So what do? I emphasize on the solution. I start journaling and writing. I'm grateful that my mother-in-law loves me. My meals love her. She's so kind to me. And I started doing my Reiki meditation. Third, I shifted my energy from what lacking to what I am grateful for. I gave thanks to her that I acknowledged my negative pattern so that I became positive today. And by doing this three process, I found the result. My relationship has flourished with her. She loved me. I started looking after a positive trait. She's disciplined, self-discipline, very powerful. True value, high values. Third, my entire overall being has increased. I started doing exercises. I started reading this book, The Power of Subconscious Mind, that has shaped my subconscious. And fourth, I reframe my negative thought and focus on the positive self-talk. This results has been done through the three powerful, simple strategies. First, I started practice gratitude. I started practice gratitude and saying the grateful for having each and everyone into my life. Second, I replace my negative self-talk and replace it with the positive affirmation. And third, I started acknowledge and celebrate the everything that I do in whole day. Like I did meditation practice for this speech. So in the end, it's all about not changing the circumstances to change the environment. Shift, that's why I say, that's why in this way, I just shift the focus and shift the life. Choose confidence, choose, shift your fear to faith, shift your doubt to confidence. Thank you so much. Over to you.
Everyone, give it up for our speaker number 2, our Toastmaster Shilpi Tiwari. Needless to say, we are the outcome of 5 people around us. So no second thoughts in this. All right, moving forward. So before, okay, it's time to jump to our second section, or I would say in today's language, the third section of the meeting, which is a table topic section. It is a section in which we in which we get to learn how to speak on our feet, uh, and we embark into the journey of impromptu speaking. And to take this session further, I would like to call someone who is CA by profession, and got 5 years of experience and hails from Rajasthan. So everyone, please put your hands together for Toastmaster Shubham Somani. Everyone.
Thank you, TMOD, Sagar, Duggal.
Yeah.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Welcome to the table topic sessions of today's meeting. Many of us consider this the most challenging and the most rewarding part of Toastmasters meeting. And rightly so, because table topics prepare you for the impromptu speaking. During table topics, I'll invite a member or guest to attempt a table topic. I'll give out the topic once the participant confirms their willingness to attempt the topic. While you are free to volunteer, we may not be able to accommodate all the volunteers. At the Gabbys, we believe in giving opportunity to those who are more keen to participate and those who need a little nudge. I'll be using my discretion as the table topic master. In case we are not able to give you opportunity to volunteer, please don't be disheartened. There is always one more meeting. There is never that of opportunity in Toastmasters. Each speaker will get 1 to 2 minutes of time. You need to speak a minimum of 1 minute and maximum of 2 minutes 30 seconds to qualify for polling. Green card will be shown at 1 minute, yellow card at 1 minute 30 seconds, and red card at 2 minutes. You will get an additional 30 seconds grace time to wrap up your speech by 2 minutes 30 seconds. Can you please raise your hands? Whoever is interested to take. Yeah, Diana, I'll ping your topic post this. Okay. Bilal, would you like to take the topic? Hello. Bilal, would you like to take topic?
Is there a word of the day?
We don't have.
Okay, no problem.
Would you like to take topic for table topic?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the topic for today's for your table topic is, if you had to advertise tea or coffee to aliens, what will be your tagline be? I'll repeat. If you had to advertise tea or coffee to aliens, what will be your tagline be?
I have to advertise tea or coffee to an alien?
Yeah. What will be your tagline be?
Okay. I acted in several television commercials regarding tea as well. And the first thing I would tell an alien, coffee, tea, or me? Tea. Tea for two and two for tea. I love you, aliens, and you for me. Can't you see how happy we could be? Yeah, tea for aliens, of course. What are you talking about? You come from a very far distance and you come and land here near my pyramids and the land of the pharaohs, and you are asking me what to drink? Are you serious? It's tea, and tea for all the aliens and me. So please, next time you come from afar, bring all those beautiful girls with you, and we're going to have a real fun with tea for two and two for tea. Me for you and you for me. I drink a cup of tea. I love a cup of tea. You and me, we together, we will be lots of tea. Aliens, aliens, come and drink my tea. Aliens, aliens, you and me. Aliens, aliens, come and drink my tea. Aliens, aliens, you and me. Tea for two and two for tea. I love you and you love me. Can't you see how happy we could be? Yeah. Coming from the moon or from Mars, I don't know. I can see those stars, but when you come, I love you, dear, with me. It's just tea for two and two for tea. Can't you see how happy we could be? Yeah. Aliens, the land of the pharaohs is yours. Welcome to Tea for Two. Back to you.
Round of applause for Galal. Really great. I asked for a deadline and you sang a song, a full song for that. Really great. Okay. Can members, can you please raise your hand if you are willing to, or else I'll pick up. Toastmaster Bindu, would you like to take the topic? Okay. Mega. Okay. Would you like to take topic? Okay. Toastmaster Mega, your topic is tea or Twitter. What do you prefer to unwind with? Tea or Twitter? What do you prefer to unwind with, Toastmaster Mega?
Prefer unwind Twitter with tea, disclosing a very good fact about tea, as the general evaluator is saying so many facts about tea. I would just like to question, what is the cost of tea at a simple tea point, or a fancy restaurant, or at Taj, or at Marriott, or any kind of an hotel, if you say. What is the cost of just a tea? I would like to ask this question to all of you. No one, preferably rupees 10 at a tea point, or 50 at a fancy restaurant, or at Taj maybe for 500 bucks. But you haven't imagined the cost that the milk that is put in the tea is such huge. I, being a vegan, every time I remember the emotion of that tea. You know, not sipping the tea just for refreshing myself. I am a vegan because I believe being vegan is not to sacrifice something, but to give, not to take away what is meant for animals. And the milk that is put in the tea is meant for animals. So if you are paying the cost of that in your tea, from snatching away that milk in your tea from the animals, from that cow, so you are paying a huge cost. So I would like to disclose this fact, that what kind of a tea are you sipping at what cost on Twitter. Thank you.
Thank you, Mega, for this wonderful speech. Toastmaster Bindu, would you like to take topic? Or Toastmaster Shweta?
I'm so sorry. I'm in the I'm in the middle of the road. I think you'll have too much disturbance if I take a topic.
Sure. No issues. Toastmaster Noor, would you like to take topic? No one is interested in table topics today.
You pick one by one.
You would like to take, Sunil? Okay. Toastmaster Mita, would you like to take topic? Okay. Your topic is most memorable cup of tea, Toastmaster Mita. Most memorable cup of tea, Toastmaster Mita.
Tea. Tea is a very special, and especially in Gujarat, without tea, nobody will stay. Every moment and every minute they want tea. And that is also, I have seen, though I'm not drinking tea and I'm not fan of tea also, but I have seen that in Gujarat, each and every person, if you'll give at midnight 3 o'clock, they'll be ever ready for drinking tea. If you say anyone, they'll have a cup of one saucer tea. They'll have at least one cup. 3 or 4 of people will be share that tea, and they are very, very, very eager to have a tea. And the moment you will say tea, all will gather together. I have seen that. So tea is very famous, and even our Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, even he is also always like a tea famous for tea charcha, chai pe charcha. So this is the theme very importantly. And but yes, I understand the tea. We have a different tea. I drink lemon tea like that. I like to drink in when that is a very winter, and I have tasted that type of tea. And along with when I have a cold or a sore throat or anything, like we get nowadays so many flavor of tea, like ginger tea, lemon tea, mint tea. So that makes us to keep warm, and it's very useful. So I enjoy tea only in summer, winter season, or when I'm not well. Otherwise, I don't drink tea. With milk, I don't drink, only the tea with lemon. Over to you. Thank you.
That's great, Mita. Yeah, nowadays we have lot other flavors of tea. I'll take the last topic as seeing the time. Toastmaster Sunil Gupta, would you like to take?
Yes.
Okay. Your topic is, if you could have tea with any celebrity, who it would be? If you could have tea with any celebrity, who would it be? Toastmaster Sunil Gupta.
What are you thinking about it? That I'm going to take a cup of tea with Sunil or Katrina or Karina? No, I'm not that kind of person. I'm a person who always seek to learn. So what I can learn from a celebrity? I have been a big fan of Shah Rukh Khan. So if I have a chance, I will have a cup of tea with Shah Rukh Khan. I always see him on the stage that he is very confident about speaking on anything. He speaks so confidently. So I'm not going to ask him acting tactics or acting techniques. I'm going to ask him about, speaking tactics, impromptu speaking, or, how he can be able to speak confidently. So I would have a chai pe charcha with Shah Rukh Khan on on speech delivery and body language and voice modulation, everything. And another thing I would like to ask him that how he maintained himself. Though I'm also able to maintain myself, but life is a learning process. So I will learn from him how he maintains himself, how he speaks well, and how he's so famous only having only having a talent, that is acting. But other aspects, I don't know how he's capable, how much he is capable, or he is successful. So yeah, I will have a cup of tea with my favorite actor Shah Rukh Khan. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sunil. Yeah, even SRK is one of my favorite actors. And of course, if I'll get opportunity, I would like to have tea with him. Okay, I would like to ask Kendall Keto, would you like to take the table topic? If you are there. Okay, I think I'll read Diana's speech. Thanks, Toastmaster Madam and ladies and gentlemen. I love coffee every day. Just a minute. That feels so good in get body, and I have a breakfast in morning time. Sometime I do enjoy with my family of coffee time. I feel love in fall that coffee really good that in fact person line as on time in room at computer. I don't like green tea that tastes funny in my mouth. Thank you, Diana. Even I don't like green tea. I like my milk tea. Okay. Thank you everyone for opting the topics. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
All right. Thank you so much, Table Topic Master, Toastmaster Shubham. Everyone give it up for him. It was a table topic section about the tea. And yes, it was a table topic section about the tea. So we were talking about teas, and I mentioned some of the interesting facts about tea, that it was invented by an emperor accidentally while he was boiling a water. All of a sudden, a leaf, plunged into the boiling water, and it turned out to be the tree of tea. Also, now to all Indians out there, I believe majority of us are Indians. I have a small question for everyone. I'm going to play a song. It's a tea-oriented song. It's a song in which the tea has been used in a very evident manner. Tea is the center of attraction of that song, and you have to recognize which song is this. But for this exercise, it's a very entertaining one. But for this exercise, I would highly appreciate if you can turn your camera on and be equally participative. It's an old number, old Hindi number. I think Megha is still smiling. I think she, recognized the song already. Everyone, please turn your camera on. We have a few seconds in our hand with us. I'm going to play a song, and you have to recognize which Indian song is this. It revolves around tea, old number.
एक गरम चाय की प्याली हो.
मम्मी ने चाय पे बुलाया है.
If you would allow me to play this song, I would highly appreciate. Please allow me to play a song. Okay, and here it is. Is it audible to you, everyone? No? 1 second. Is it audible now? No? Okay, 1 second. Okay, got it. Not audible?
Not at all.
Yeah, you need to have option to share your sound in Zoom. There is a sharing option, and then it works.
Yeah, if I share the screen to everyone, it will, it would be easy to recognize.
Maybe you can just pull out your earplugs and keep the phone along with a laptop speaker, and then it should work well.
There is option just to share sound. We were doing it last week. That's how I know. So you can...
No.
No.
Try again. I was actually focusing on Anna.
No, I think there's some issue. I'm not able. But yeah, in Indian, there's a very amazing number.
The ladies already guessed it.
Already guessed.
Yeah, exactly.
I guess
Yeah,
मम्मी ने चाय पे बुलाया है.
yeah.
Tina Moni.
Yes, exactly. It's a very interesting number. I usually play this in my car every now and then. So, okay. And apart from this, I believe our table topic evaluator Toastmaster, Yogita also mentioned it, right? I think Garam Chai Ki Pyali Ho. It's also very close to our heart as far as Indian music is concerned. All right, moving ahead, it's time for the evaluation section. And it's time to call our very first evaluator on
just a quick check, Toastmaster Sagar. Toastmaster Gauri, were there any disqualifications in the speech or the table topics? Kindly share it.
All table topic speakers are qualified, but speaker number 2 is disqualified.
Okay.
All right. So after, yes. So it's time for the evaluation section. So we have our evaluator number one, all the way from the different country. So everyone, please put your hands together for our Toastmaster Anna. She is going to evaluate our speaker number one, Toastmaster Sunil Gupta. Over to you.
Sunil today accomplished the mission. He told us introduction to Toastmaster mentorship. I will evaluate the impact that it had on me as a Toastmaster, and also that could be possible to use it in a different manner for the future. What I mean by that, he told us his memories. He started with movies, then it went through motorcycle accident that I noticed, and then it ended with a personal relationship with the mentor, and this was something that was very precious to him, and he described a very deep emotion that I could feel with his facial expression or even body language. It was clearly present, and this is something what I really admire. What could strengthen the speech is to put this structure together, like when you are tying the string from the T, to make it true so it's connected and it's more cohesive. For example, he could start with the movies and then connect it to the experience and mentorship, because for me it was little bit like three different speeches, which is a really good material that he can use for the future, because in this case for me the less is more, and I enjoy all of those venues, because I believe there could be three competition speeches made out of it. What is a challenge with this kind of speech also for me, because we had evaluation workshop before, and evaluation I believe could be used outside of Toastmaster as well as mentorship, and there is a challenge with objective of this speech, because it's about Toastmasters and for Toastmasters, and this type of speeches I hate passionately, exactly for this reason, that it's very hard to relate to outside audiences, but it's not impossible, and it's not even an objective, but this is something that I love about Toastmaster when it can be used in real life. So I would challenge Toastmaster Sunil to describe this mentorship relationship, how it helped him in real life or outside of Toastmaster, because that would be, from my perspective, even more powerful message. How we can use this relationship, we can find real friends, real colleagues, and we can transfer what we learn from our mentor in Toastmaster to our career. Today I invited one manager from our automotive factory that he is actually giving feedback pretty often, and I hope this was definitely useful for him to hear how important it's to have a mentor, and I want to thank Toastmaster Sunil for accomplishing this mission today.
Everyone, give it up for our Toastmaster Anna, and I hope all the recommendation and the challenges that has been given by Toastmaster Anna will add a big time value in the journey of your speech, in the journey of your craft. And now it's time to call our second evaluator. So shall we have Toastmaster Jaspreet Kaur on the virtual stage? And she's going to evaluate our second speaker, Toastmaster Shilpi Tiwari. Over to you, Toastmaster Jaspreet Kaur.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the Day. Can we spotlight the target speaker, please? If Toastmaster Shilpi, you could.
Am I audible?
Or audible, yes. Yes.
I can't hear you, Jaspreet.
I hope others can hear me. Okay.
Just a second, I can't hear anything from your end. Just a second.
So timer, please wait for the timing.
Um,
Can you hear now, Shilpi?
am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
I can't hear you. I'm so sorry.
Okay, if somebody
Can I
would,
log in and can I log out and log in again?
yes, if somebody could write in the chat to
Sorry.
check the settings. Probably there is something wrong in the settings. I guess I'll move ahead with the evaluation. She can see it in the recording. So, well, now she cannot listen, but then as if I'm talking to her, I would just congratulate her on giving a speech on a great topic. So shift your focus, shift your life, something which is very relevant in today's time. People talk about manifestation. People talk about how to look forward in the right manner. So that is what she's trying to, and I think the speech objective, nobody could have done it so beautifully the way she did, because the purpose of the speech was that she has to be aware of herself, talk about the drawbacks, how she was doing something wrong and moved on to the right path. And she actually was able to evaluate herself on that. And the way she moved ahead, how she was in the past, how she was thinking, negative thought process, what it brought in front of her, and then how she moved ahead further. The result it had, the repercussions, and then the fine-tuning she did, how she needs to manifest in the right way. Now, I have a couple of recommendations. Again, so today I'll try to follow what DTM Avinash said, 3 commendations and 2 recommendations. So the first commendation is her body language. Body language was beautiful. She was going with the flow, very beautiful body language. And another thing, for every new thing she had to speak 1, 2, 3, she had cataloged things. So it became really very easy to connect and to recall the things that she was talking about. Third very good thing was she had things at hand to show. The need of the project was that the target speaker has to do journaling of the journey from negative to positive, or whether from negative it remained negative, hasn't seen success. So she journaled, she brought that thing, she's following a book, she showed that. So the props, again, another good thing. So, and then the recommendations. The first recommendation is the vocal variety. Her pitch was good when she was talking about the low things, the sad things, mother passed away, marks were not good, or she had to take care of her siblings. That was going fine. But then when those happy moments happened, I got my job. She said, I got my job and then this happened. So it should have been, oh, I got my job. Something very good that happened in her life. That was one example. Second thing where she was talking of a happy moment was, what I could write was, she said, focusing on positivity can be a game changer. So she was making a shift from negative to positive. So then she said, mark my words. So it could have been. So now, my dear ladies and gentlemen, mark my words. Focusing on positivity can be a total game changer. You know, that would have connected the audience totally with her immediately. So that could have been there. And second, and the most important thing is the volume. I'm sure everybody in the audience would have realized the volume was not done. So audio video check needs to be done beforehand. So looking forward to more speeches. This was a great one. Just the technical aspect can be taken care of. Thank you. And over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Everyone give it up for Toastmaster Jaspreet Kaur for this wonderful evaluation. Toastmaster Shilpi, I hope you are like able to listen to the entire evaluation. Are we audible to you by any chance? I think there's again a technical issue. She had, I think she'll have to refer to the recorded version of the entire meeting. All right. Anyways, it's time to take our evaluation section further. It's time to call our last evaluator of the day, table topic evaluator. Yeah, it's time to call our last evaluator of the day. So shall we have our Toastmaster Yogita Upadhayay on the virtual stage? Over to you, Toastmaster Yogita.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sagar. And all right, so I thoroughly enjoyed today's table topics. One reason, the theme was very intriguing. Second reason, the table topic master brought good topics. Slightly lengthy. I would not advise to move with the same length, but yes, they were good engaging topics. Third reason, many of us shared our opinions on that, and yes, we somehow managed to come out of our fears. So my speaker number one, Dina. All right. Oh, I'll just reread your speech. Okay, yeah. Very good language, Tina. You straight away diverted to the topic. You mentioned you like coffee instead of tea. And you mentioned the benefits, what benefits it has. And you also mentioned why you don't like tea. That you took a funny dig at last by mentioning that green tea is not good. So great take. Dina, only one thing I would recommend you is also, if you could have mentioned, although I do not like the taste, but still it's healthy, just to give an audience a takeaway. Apart from that, it was a great speech, and I absolutely enjoy reading your speeches. Second speaker, Toastmaster Gabbys Zaki, if I am pronouncing it right. Apologies if I'm not. All right. So your topic was if you have to advertise, you had to mention a tagline. First of all, it was a wonderful take on the topic. You came, you understood the topic quickly, and you just ventured into your days where you were also acting in certain advertisements, and you brought one of them. Now, the issue is this, it was meant to be a speech. And I would have appreciated if you could have given just one or two lines and then diverted to the speech. Apart from that, I was thrilled to hear that it was enjoyable and I could see audience giggling and enjoying so much. So kudos on the great work. It's difficult to think so much on the last step. Toastmaster Mega. You got a question and you took a change. You took an entire drift to the topic. That was good. It was really nice. But one recommendation to you would be please avoid asking any question in table topics, specifically when we do not know if the discussion can be lengthened. What will we do if we give the entire focus to somebody else's answer? We only have 1 to 2 minutes. Okay. You had a very good body language, good intro, good points, and a good conclusion, but just avoid using this throwing question in the beginning. It's not a speech. We get very little time. You can definitely ask questions, but they shouldn't be they should not be thrown to the audience, right? I hope you're there, Megha. All right, speaker number 4, we had Mita Shah. Mita, the topic was most memorable cup. Okay, you took your take on the topic. It was good. You mentioned the users, types, how important is tea in Gujarat, and like how is everyone crazy about tea there. You go there and they offer you tea. Very nicely done. But the topic was your experience. We missed what your experience with anyone. You could have mentioned, you could have brought in any story. Like I went to a friend, I went to somebody, XYZ, anything. But your experience was required. So phrasing the topic to a better state would be advisable. If I would have been you, I will definitely take that in part that if I can just bring in some personal story. Okay, I don't like tea, but I went there and I met him. And then I realized, oh yeah, tea is that important. All right. Apart from this, you spoke well and it was a good take. Last speaker, Toastmaster Sunil. When I heard this topic, I was in all giggles. I remember giving the same topic, almost same topic, a few days ahead. Okay, but you took a different take. I was expecting APJ Abdul Kalam. Actually, I thought, okay, he's going to say something about them. And you took a different take. You brought in Shah Rukh, and you brought in. Why do you think I will expect anything from a celebrity? Okay, I'm not that kind of a person. You had a wonderful speech, good starting, good conclusion. Why you want to meet? It's just that I felt you dragged a bit on the conclusion part. Like, okay, I will like you made the fan come out of yourself. I would also like to talk about public speaking. Then how is he so good and how is it? Okay, we can only stick to only one thing, and avoid chai pe charcha because it's Hindi and this is Toastmasters International. Only another recommendation to you, Toastmaster Sunil, is that if you could have just a little bit of more vocal variety, Oh my God, what were you thinking? I will bring in Kareena Kapoor or Katrina Kaif. No, that would have brought a bit humor. You tried, but it fell flat. That's it. Apart from this, I thoroughly enjoyed the table topic session, and that's it from my end. Thank you, and over to you.
Everyone, please make some noise for our table topic evaluator, Toastmaster Yogita Upadhayay. I always mention that evaluating all the table topic speakers on their feet in the span of 30 seconds, each speaker, it is a task. And I think our respective table topic evaluator nailed it. Needless to say, moving ahead, it's time to call our last auxiliary and I would say only auxiliary role player of today's meeting is the timer. So shall we have Toastmaster Gauri on the virtual stage? Over to you, Toastmaster Gauri. Toastmaster Gauri, over
So
to you.
I need sharing rights, but just in the
Okay.
paucity of time, all
Done. You can share it. Done.
so that is my report. Yeah. I wanted to give some recommendations, but all of you are well in time. Even the evaluators, 3 minutes, 15 seconds, 3 minutes, 16 seconds. Nicely done. Thank you. I'll just share it in the chat box as well.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Gauri, for keeping the track of the timing for the entire meeting. All right, so okay, so we were talking about teas and in the initial part of the meeting, we learned about the art of evaluation, how you can elevate your evaluation, and we listen to some prepared speeches followed by the table topics, and followed by followed by after that we listen to the evaluation all by the evaluators. It's time to launch the polls. I request our Zoom master to launch the polls of yes. On your screen, you can see the favorite table topic speaker. On first, we have Diana, followed by Gabbys, and followed by Megha, Toastmaster Mita, Toastmaster Sunil, Gupta. We have a few more seconds in our hand to vote for and to vote for the best table topic speaker. I would like to ask our Zoom master and ExCom members, do we have any other voting available?
Yeah, we'll be voting for evaluator and the role players.
Okay. So are we flashing the same right now, or should I?
We are flashing. We are just waiting. There are only 9 out of 15 participants. Come on, buck up, people. Vote for your favorite TD speakers, and let's get done with this. And I'll flash it. You can continue with the theme too.
All right. I would like to talk about the categories of the teas as well. Apart from the black tea, which is a very normal tea, all across the world, we have the different categories of teas like black tea, white tea, green tea, and oolong, tea. Yeah, you heard me right. Oolong, tea. And it all depends how you process it. The origin plant is the same, Camellia sinensis, and how you process it, it depends upon what kind of tea you will get. And yes, additionally on your screen you have, yeah, on your screen.
TTE, TTM timer or a T mode.
Mita ma'am, can you please mute yourself?
On your screen, you have the poll for the favorite role players, Toastmaster of the day, the timer, table topic master, and table topic evaluator, Toastmaster Yogita Upadhayay. I urge everyone, please choose your best, role players of the day. Meanwhile, one small information that oldest tree of the tea is 3200 year old and located in China, 3200. And the last information is the tea absorbs aroma from the surrounding environment. That's the reason we keep tea and all other things in the airtight container. So, that was a little bit information about a very common favorite beverage. And with this on your screen, you have favorite evaluator. We have evaluator number 1 all across from the different land, Toastmaster Anna, evaluator 2, in-house evaluator, Toastmaster Jaspreet, Kaur. Vote for your favorite evaluators. And I hope we are done with all the polls. Please correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes, all those polls are done. We won't be launching the polls for favorite speakers. All right.
As we
Thank
have
you.
one disqualification.
Yes.
Okay, take care. Cool. Okay, all right. So it was a wonderful meeting with the presence of all the veterans, all the speakers, all the table topic speaker. It was the 42nd meeting of the Gabbys International Toastmaster Club. And before I leave the stage, I would like to call upon our presiding officer of this club, our Toastmaster Jaspreet Kaur, to take this further. Our Toastmaster Mita, over to you. Toastmaster Mita, over to you.
Thank you for that. Thank you for TMOD for taking such a wonderful topic. That is a tea. And thank you all the role takers, table topic master and table topic evaluator. Thank you for the speakers and evaluators. Thank you for our education session. Special thank to our education session DTM Avinash Singh. Now I request guests to share your experience. I think Sangeeta, are you here? Okay. Next is
Mita ma'am,
Zana.
hand raised by the guest. Can we please? Yes.
Okay. Now, thank you for the guest and keep joining our club meetings. The results of today's meetings are the best table topic speaker is Toastmaster Dina and Jalal Zaki. Let's give a huge round of applause. Next, our best role taker, Toastmaster Yogita Upadhayay. And best evaluator, Toastmaster Jaspreet Kaur. Wow. Great. So, any guest wants to give a feedback?
I believe there's a guest, Toastmaster like
Yes,
Jalal
yes.
Zaki. Yeah.
Jalal Zaki, you can give.
Sorry, my name was misspelled in
Sorry.
the toll. So if you're going to do a certificate, is it going to be corrected?
Yes, I'm really sorry for that, and I have corrected it. I'm sorry.
I'm so proud. This is my 99th table topic award in 4 years. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations. And sorry for that. Can you give your feedback? Like
Yes,
how you felt that?
I love the table topic. It was, I mean, took us out to outer space. But I did come out in many television commercials regarding tea. One of them would be a competitor for you. It's Dilma Tea by Dilhan, Meryl Dilhan, Meryl Fernando from Sri Lanka. And I went there and I did the commercial with him. And then others in Egypt. We did a lot of and I used to come out in the commercials. I came out as Mr. Spicy in Chicken Tikka. I used to have a beard, and all the women above 60 are madly in love with me because of that. Thank you.
Okay. Can I have Sangeeta? Are you a Toastmaster or guest? Sangeeta is. Okay. Next, Kendall. Can you give like how you felt today's meeting? Are you there?
Yes, good day.
Yes.
Thank you very much. I must say I enjoyed the meeting, particularly like the presentation, the evaluation. I learned quite a lot today, and I plan to put it in practice. I've attended your meetings previously, and I always find them very interesting. I particularly like the table topic question, with the part with especially the one with the alien. I find it was out of this world. However, once I find the time, I will continue to come to your meetings. I find them very interesting, as I said. Thanks.
Which club do you belong, sir?
Oh, I am from the Caribbean. I am from a club called Inspired Speakers in Trinidad.
Okay. Wow. Thank you, sir. Thank you for coming. Okay.
Sure.
Can I have? Sangeeta is not there. Okay. Anna. I think you are muted.
I would love to thank everyone for professionally run meeting, and I am happy to invite to our meeting as well. I just need to calculate the time difference, and I hope it will work out one day soon. So I was really impressed by the workshop and all the evaluators. It was really inspiring. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Please attend our club meeting whenever you are like free for thing. Whenever your time zone matches to our club meeting, you are always invited.
Definitely. And I have a question. I organize area contest this Saturday, and I need a table topic question for our contestant in the middle of wild Europe. So if you have some ideas, maybe you can put them in the chat if you like.
Sure, our VP team is there, and there are a few members. They will reach out to you. Sure. I'll inform them. Thank you. Okay, Dina, what is your experience? Enjoyed. Congratulations for your getting award. Okay. Thank you very much. Are you happy now? Okay. Now we all see you all on 5th Saturday at 10 a.m. to 12 noon in hybrid meeting at number 91 Springboard near Vivekananda Metro Station next to Raman Hospital, Indranagar, Bangalore. By this, I adjourn today's meeting. Thank you to one and all. Good night.
Thank you.